Hey, REDBET here with a quick video. We're going to be talking about Ferrari in Formula 1 2022. Is their season over? So in 2022, Ferrari started off strong their Formula 1 season, Charles Leclerc winning 2 out of the first 3 races. It started to seem that Ferrari had turned the corner, so to speak, and was back to being competitive. Challenging Red Bull and the Mercedes teams as the weeks went on, there was a variety of issues that have now caused both Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz to be 2nd and 5th place in the Drivers' Championship. From bad pit strategy, driver error, and mechanical issues have all contributed to Ferrari losing points this season. At times this season, they have been leading races only to end up with a DNF or end up off the podium. The last 4 races, Lewis Hamilton was able to gain podium placements, with the Ferrari having a variety of issues. In the last 5 races, Lewis Hamilton has gained a podium place of 2nd or 3rd, while Charles Leclerc and Carlos have had a retirement or a 5th and 4th place during the same 5 race period. Just a reminder to like and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get the subscribers up. So let's look at the head-to-head statistics for Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz going into the summer break for Formula 1. So Charles has 3 wins compared to Carlos's first win, and it was his first win actually in Formula 1. Charles Leclerc has 5 podiums compared to Carlos Sainz 6. Charles Leclerc has not finished a race 3 times, where Carlos Leclerc has not finished 4 times. And Charles Leclerc has 178 points compared to Carlos Sainz 156 points. So Charles is 80 points behind the leader in the series, Max Verstappen, while Carlos Sainz is 102 points behind the leader, Max. With both Ferrari drivers being behind Max Verstappen, as you can see, Red Bull is leading in the constructor points also by 97 points. Is their season over? Can they catch Max V? But they'll need the Red Bull driver to start DNFing or not ending up on the podium week after week. Charles Leclerc had a 46-point lead, now he's behind Max by 80 points, with the Red Bull also leading the Constructor Championship. The Red Bull might do the 1-2 driver and the Constructor title this year. Ferrari have only themselves to blame. 8 poles have only led to 4 victories this year. In Monaco this year, Leclerc was running the race when they double pitted the Ferrari, and they pitted Leclerc too early when he wanted to stay out longer on wet tires. In the British Grand Prix, Leclerc lost the lead and he couldn't pit in time, and the other cars behind him pitted for soft tires. He moved from 1st to 4th. I remember that race. He just missed the pit entry and he had to go around again. They were able to pit Sainz during that race. Also in Hungary, when they put Leclerc on hard tires, when they already saw earlier in the race, Alpine clearly had trouble on the hard tires and they didn't put on the soft tires, so he moved to 6th place. Ferrari and Binotto claimed the simulation showed them that the hard tires would perform better, but they had a real-world example from the Alpine of Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon not performing well on those hard tires earlier in the race. Then we have the races when the car has failed. Ferrari, when the car is at its peak performance, is competitive with the Red Bull on the tracks this season. Every race this season, when the car is working, there's no problem. They can be right up there with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez in the Red Bulls. They have had some reliability issues this year though, where they usually led to a DNF. In Spain, Charles Leclerc had a PCU failure, and the same in Azerbaijan. And also for Carlos Sainz, he had that hydraulic failure in Azerbaijan where he had to pull over and he went from 4th to last place. While in Austria, while driving, I think he was on the 55th lap and his power unit went up in flames, the car caught fire. He wasn't hurt, but he had to get out the car and also his race was over. So Ferrari's had these reliability issues also, so that has hindered their season. It's not just been the bad strategies they've been using. And then also, we also have the issue with driver error. Leclerc, he had the spin at Imola while he was chasing Sergio Perez. And he also had the spin in France where he put the car into the wall. It wasn't heavily damaged at that point, but he was out of the race, and that was another loss of 25 points. Sainz had his own driver errors. He had the spin in Austria where he ended up in the gravel, and then at Imola he crashed during qualifying, leaving him in 10th, though resulting in the retirement after the contact with Ricciardo. It wasn't his fault, but he did also spin out in Spain where he was racing driving aggressively. So there's a variety of errors that from the team and the strategists and the drivers have all played a part in Ferrari losing points. I wouldn't put the blame on the drivers as they being too aggressive. It's racing. You got to be aggressive. So the strategist and Benito have to have plan A, B, C, and D ready to go, as there have been races where they had mere wrong tire selection, slow pit stops. It feels that Ferrari is not able to think on their feet sometimes when their plan A doesn't work and mid-race they got to switch up strategies. Formula 1 is on the summer break with 9 races left in the season. Ferrari could win both a driver's title and a constructor's championship. It will be difficult as Max Verstappen is leading the series by 80 points in front of Leclerc and 102 points in front of Carlos Sainz. Max is racing at a high level this year. He already has won 8 races this year. His car is the strongest in the field next to Leclerc. His partner Sergio Perez is right behind Leclerc in the points. But he's had a few races where he's had issues handling the Red Bull, so I don't think Sergio Perez will be a threat to the Ferraris. Then there's Lewis Hamilton. Although farther behind in 6th place in the championship, he has a podium in either 2nd or 3rd place in the last 5 races. So will he win the championship? Probably not, but with his form, if it continues, he could take enough points away from the Ferrari team, giving Max Verstappen an even bigger lead in the Drivers' Championship. Ferrari has both of these teams to fight against. They could come back as the car has a performance this year, there's no doubt. They have to stop running races with bad strategies and keeping the car on the track. Not catching fire, not bad suspension, other problems with mechanical problems, not long pit stops. I think it's too little too late. Even though they have the performance, Red Bull is strong and Max is always competitive. So when Max, you give him the car to go with how he races, that's a dangerous combination. Every race this year, it feels like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop with Ferrari, like something will happen before the race is over. Question is their season actually over? Because they do have time with 8 or 9 races left in the season to come back and win either the driver championship or even just win the constructor championship, but time will tell. So tell us what you think. Is it over for the Italian team? Can they claw back and win the drivers championship or constructors? Can Charles Leclerc win his first driver's title? I don't know. It's looking kind of shaky on Ferrari, but we can see they got 8 or 9 races to make it up. More racing videos coming later on in the week. We got a big race with the Red Bull Ring happening in Austria for the MotoGP season. Another great race should be this weekend. Also, we'll be doing another Formula 1 videos, and I have another video coming out this week. Andrea Dovizioso, he's retiring from MotoGP, so we're just going to do a short video on him. So, please like and subscribe. REDBET signing off. Hope you enjoyed the video.